Hey guys, so we are going to start this fall DIY with this small wreath form from Dollar Tree and also this 50 pack of maple leaves also from Dollar Tree. And you'll find some like burlap looking leaves in this pack, just a few of those, but the rest of them look like this, just kind of like the regular leaves. So initially I thought that I was going to go all the way around the wreath form with the leaves, but then I changed my mind and I decided to just cover the bottom part with the leaves. And I do cover the top and then the sides, and I try to alternate the colors the way that I would like them to be, making sure that it's even on the bottom. So that's what I have so far. Now I'm taking one of the little pumpkins off a Dollar Tree pick, and I'm going to hot glue it right to the center of the bottom of the wreath. Now we have these words from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree had these last year, and I'm just showing you what all the words look like. I was trying to decide which one to use, and I decided to settle on the welcome sign. And it is the perfect length for these small wreaths. Dollar Tree also has this wreath form in a larger size. I do have the larger size as well, but I really wanted to use the smaller form, and I'm glad that I did because the galvanized metal words are just the perfect length for this size of wreath. Okay, so that's what it's looking like so far, but I decided that I wanted to use a couple of pumpkins from these foam scatters from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to take two of the little foam pumpkins and hot glue one on either side of the larger pumpkin that we got from the pick. And I felt like it still needed a little something, so kind of trial and error. I was placing leaves where I thought they should go, and I ended up folding two leaves and placing them underneath the pumpkin like that. And I will hot glue them there underneath. I'm just placing them there to see how it will look. And taking these berries from this Dollar Tree pick with the acorn, I'm going to cut off a couple of pieces of the little berries, and I'm also going to place those on the wreath. And you just want to play around with it to see where it looks best to your eye. That's why wreaths are so amazing. Everyone has a different take on a wreath. And so I just found where I liked the berries to be, and I glued them in place. Using this Dollar Tree pick, I'm going to cut off these little beaded florals, just the end of it, and I do that to two different picks, and I just want to place the pointy part of them right underneath, or right in between the little folded leaves underneath the big pumpkin. And I'm going to turn it so you can see better where I'm placing it. And like I said, I'm going to take another pick and place one on the other side. And then I thought the top of it was a little too plain, so I took a few more of the leaves, the maple leaves, and I'm hot gluing them to the top. And I decided to make a little raffia bow using 2 of the colors from the fall raffia from Dollar Tree. And I'm hot gluing it right in the center. I'm going to cut off the tails of the ribbon to the length that I want them to be. And we were done with the wreath, but I decided later on to add a jute twine bow. So you will see that in the finished look. Now I'm going to take this 11 by 14 frame, pick this up from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take everything out. Now you could hang this on the wall. I considered doing this, just hanging the open frame on the wall and then hanging the wreath separately inside of it. I really, really like this look, but the walls in my apartment are white and it doesn't really go. So I'm going to take this decorative paper roll, and I picked this up from the Target dollar spot for $3. If you can't find it, then go ahead and use the Dollar Tree contact paper. This is the dark colored one. They also have a light colored one, but I do want to use this decorative roll that I picked up from Target. They do have them in stock right now with the teacher supplies. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little bit longer than the length of the 11 by 14 glass in the frame. And then I'm just going to turn it over, place the glass on top, and then just fold the excess paper up and around the glass. You don't have to do that. You can go ahead and cut it, but I just wanted to fold it over. No reason why. It was just a choice I made. So now I'm going to put it back inside the frame and put the tabs back down. And when you flip it over, that's what it looks like. If you want to, you could put the glass on top to make it look flatter, but I didn't want the shine of the glass, so I decided to put the paper on top. And then I just hot glued the wreath right there to the center, and I can hang the whole thing up. I did place the cardboard backing that had the hanger back on the back side of the frame. I didn't show that, but that is what I did, and that's how I did end up hanging it up. For our next DIY, I'm going to take this little plastic terrarium that I picked up from the 99-cent store. It was part of their spring clearance. It was originally $2.99, so I got it for $1.50. And it does have these little plastic inserts in them, and I'm going to remove them from the top. And I'm also going to take the one out of the bottom as well. They just have little tabs that keep them in place. And my trusty forged hammer in antique pewter from Rust-Oleum, I'm going to go and spray paint the little terrarium. And once it's dried, this is what it looks like. And that looks like something that would cost you at least $15–20 at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. But it's a cute little plastic piece and it cost $1.50. Love, love, love this spray paint. So now I'm going to put the bottom insert back in, and it's only because I'm going to use a filler. You can use it without the plastic insert. I think that would look just as cute, but I don't want the filler, of course, running all over the place. I'm going to leave the top of it open. And inside, I'm going to place some of these glitter vase fillers from Dollar Tree. I put in 3 LED candles from Dollar Tree, as well as some battery operated lights. And I know, it does look a little Christmassy, but these are little foam scatters and vase fillers for the Thanksgiving season. So I'm leaving them, but I do think it could go either Christmas or Thanksgiving or fall. Our next DIY, we're going to use some of these color your own ornaments, and I'm going to take these black and white paints from Ceramic Coat and give these both first a coat of white paint. And I did end up giving these, I think, 2 coats of white paint just to get rid of the natural wood color that was kind of seeping through. And if you notice, I do have them facing opposite sides. So if you look at the stems of the pumpkins, one's facing one direction and it has sort of the mirror image on the next pumpkin. And I went around with a black paint to distress the edges. And I'm going to take this printable that I found on Pinterest and just use pencil strokes on the back of it. Then I'm going to turn it over and trace over the letters with my pencil. You guys have seen me do this method before to get the lettering on one of my projects. And so I just wanted the words fall, y'all. If you have calligraphy down, then you just go ahead and do your thing. I had to trace over it because I didn't trust my handwriting. So I did use this method to get these letters on the pumpkins. Now I'm going to turn them over because I wanted to bring a bit of the fall color into this project. That's one of the great things about fall, are all of the colors that you see as the seasons change. So I'm going to take some of the maple leaves and hot glue them to the back all the way around. And I will do that to both pumpkins. And of course I had to put a cute little jute twine bow, and this is to cover up the little hole because these are ornaments, so of course they put a hole there for you to hang them up. So I want to cover that up with a jute twine bow. You can use a little shoelace bow with regular ribbon, whatever you would like to use, but I do like bringing that earthy tone to the wood and the bright colors. And now I'm taking 2 of these buffalo check signs that Dollar Tree has, and I'm just going to use some hot glue on the raised part. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and glue both pumpkins right there to the center. Now the leaves, some of the leaves were a little too long, they kind of stuck out. So I did clip them a little bit. You don't have to if you don't mind the leaves coming out in sort of like a 3D kind of way. You can just leave them, but I did cut mine down just a little bit so they would fit within the little shadow box. And just like that, that project is done. Now these next 2 DIYs are going to be updates to my last video that I put up. If you haven't seen that, I will link it below for you. I'm going to spray paint these wood letters from Dollar Tree with this Krylon metallic gold spray paint. And I just wanted to spell out, hey fall. Everyone's saying like hello fall, or you know, so I just wanted to be a little different and say hey fall. So I'm going to hot glue them to the gift bag, the framed gift bag pictures that I made in my last DIY. Again, if you didn't see that, I will link it in the description box below for you. I think it looked good with just the gift bag too, but someone commented that putting the lettering on there would be interesting too, so I thought I would try it out. I love it when you guys leave comments and suggestions. And that's how it turned out. And then I also wanted to update my PSL banner. Some people were asking, what does PSL stand for? And it stands for Pumpkin Spice Latte. And it's easier to write PSL than Pumpkin Spice Latte on all of these little coffee cups. So I'm going to use, yes, our maple leaves. I'm going to get my money's worth out of these maple leaves, y'all. I'm putting them on everything. So I'm just going to put a couple on top of the little hand-drawn pumpkins. And then I'm going to take some of the DIY pumpkin stickers and place them right in the center. And the banner and the little coffee cups both came in a pack of 6. So I only need to do this to 3 of the pumpkins, or to 3 of the coffee cups. And I'm going to leave PSL on the rest of them. And our projects are done. Here comes the reveal, guys. So this is our cute little wreath, and I do have this right in my entryway, right over a little table, and I think it's so adorable. Here's our little 99-cent store lantern with the candles. Now I do recommend getting the remote control candles for this. It's easier to turn on and off. And here are our little fall y'all shadow boxes from Dollar Tree. And I think these turned out so great. I love that splash of color against the buffalo check in the back. And our Hey Fall updated gift bag framed art. And I am happy with the way, I'm actually happy with it both ways, with it just plain and also with the gold lettering. I do like it both ways. Leave a comment below, let me know which way you prefer it. And then here is our updated pumpkin spice latte banner. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate your time so much. Please go ahead and like, share, subscribe. I will see all of your beautiful faces in my next video. Until then, everyone, have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Take care, y'all. Bye.